interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They just gave up a sack there. If I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Deontay Hardy back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They find some open field here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Sykes. The football, and this is picked up by the Bears, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. One play action. Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run case in second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. So problems with air and passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Once again, it's Swift. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
On 1st and 10, Sykes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Sykes. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. In motion left comes Williams. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. We're scoreless after 1. To throw again. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Seems as if the pass passing attack starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding...
And in for the Lions, touchdown! Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away to his feet, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Fields on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Sykes. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
First down, Bears.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Fields going to hold on to it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Sykes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flushed out right. Past the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 41 yards. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. They haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Looking to throw. Sykes. It's caught. Mitchell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing on first down. Sykes, right side to Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Sykes. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first down instead of airing it out.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Here's Fields. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter play. Second down and goal. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the highness guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, Swift. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got Mooney. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Play action. It's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. From the gun, here's Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. This is Swift on the counter. And some space here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.